Hey friends, my name is Lindsay and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple crocheted washcloth for Christmas gifts. You want to get cotton yarn and you can get this at Hobby Lobby. This particular brand, it's maybe $2, $2.99 for one of these, and it makes 2.5 washcloths with the pattern I'm going to show you. I like to throw these washcloths in as gifts with a sugar scrub that I am making, and I will show you how to make that in another video. It's really easy sugar scrub, super affordable, again, if you're making gifts for lots of friends. I'm going to show you the simple chain first, which is how you make the base of it. And then I'm going to show you a half double, which I think is the best stitch for making these washcloths. And you will need an H hook, and that looks like this. And my brand is the Boy brand, and I like that a lot because I like the way the hook hooks the yarn better than some of the other brands. You're gonna start by tying a knot. There are official ways to do this, but I do not do it the official way. I just tie a very loose knot. When you are beginning to crochet, it's really easy to make this super tight at first, but try to keep it loose. This is how I like to hold my yarn and my hook. And I don't know if this is the official way to do it, but it's the way that I've become very accustomed to, and I think it's really easy. I'll try to show you in slow motion how this works. So my thumb is right here. I hold on to it when I'm wanting to keep the yarn straight. So I'm going to wrap around the back and take this here, pull it over. Grab it again with my thumb, go around the back, pull this over. You can hear my son playing Army Guys in the background. Army Guys versus Knights. It's an epic battle. Around the back. So this motion here, where I go around and then turn to pull, this just becomes very natural after a while. Again, my yarn is right here. I am going to do this 24 times. Now I've purposefully not made these very tight because the second row you're going to need to go back through. So you go around again like you did last time. We are going to skip 2 chains because that's going to be the edge. So you skip these 2. And you go into this third one here. For this first row, you only have this top one right here. This one, and that'll make more sense when I show you the third row. It's a little bit different on the third row, but then it's the same the rest of the way through. So I've taken my yarn around like that. I've skipped 2, 1, 2, and here's my third. I go in, I lay this part of the yarn over, pull that top one over, go around, pull all 3 through. Go around, go into the next one. Go into the next one. And then it's very natural that this just falls over. I don't have to wrap it around like this or even like this because it's already there once I pull that through. See where the next chain is? It's right there. Now, as you get going, sometimes it may be hard to see which loop comes next with chain, so you have to kind of pull it out a little bit. I can see that this is not the chain I'm going to go through. There's already something there. It's this next one here. And that's important for making sure you don't skip chains. However, if you do skip them, that is how your project becomes like this instead of staying straight. So you want to make sure you can count if you'd like. I don't need to count anymore, but you can count to make sure you get all 22 of them. You made 24 chains, but we saved 2 of those for our edge. You're doing this 22 times until you get to the end. So now I am at the end. I have 1 more left. I'm going to go around, put it through, just like this, and now I'm at the end. I am going to now chain 2. This is my edge. This is how my project does not go like this. It'll stay like this. I've chained 2. I go ahead and wrap it around before I flip it over. And now those are the 2 I've chained, so I'm not going in those. I am now going to go into this one. Now this time, and for the rest of the project, I'm going to go through the main hole and not just one. If you would like, you can choose to go in just the front or the back, but I like to go through the middle. You will get a fun design if you go through the front one every time or the back one every time. But this time, I'm just going right through, and I'll show you again several times so you can see where you're supposed to be going through. So wrap it around. There it is right there. Do you see it? Right here. Wrap it around. There it is, right here. And again, my yarn is right here to just lay over. Pull it over, wrap it around, pull it through. Wrap around. There it is. And this is how you do the rest of the project. Again, I focus on not keeping it super tight. I want it a little bit loose. The hook being an H is going to make sure that it is not too big. There won't be a lot of holes unless I was using a bigger hook. Here is a close-up of that loop that you're going through. When you get to the end, it can kind of be hard to tell where to stop. But if you just lay it out straight, you can see I only have 1 left. I'm going to go in here. And then I'm going to stop there because these are those 2 that were the edge. I'm going to chain 2. And then turning it around. These are the 2 that I chained. This is the first loop to go through. I'm going to do the same thing all the way down to the end. Once you get to the end, You can cut it off, leave a little bit of a tail, because here's how I like to tie it. I want to go around once and around twice. That just gives it a tighter knot at the end. Then you take a yarn hook, which has a really big eye so you can get the yarn through it. Thread that through, and then you're going to go through the top part of your project, just through some of those chains, so that when you pull through, you have hidden the end of the yarn. And you cut that off, pull it, and you can't even see. No one knows that it was even there. And that keeps you from having little knots with ties. That's fine, but this just makes the project a little bit neater. I made this washcloth 19 rows, and you can make it smaller. Some of them I have made a little bit smaller, but that is typically how I make these, and they're super quick, super fun to make. It's a really easy project for on the go because you can just throw it in your bag. Thanks for watching. I hope you have fun. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have fun making these as Christmas gifts this year.